Hello, everybody, and welcome again to Game On with Yassine. Today, we are reacting to the Premier League games that happened this weekend. In the beginning, we're gonna go over the results. Then we'll discuss a couple of games. I think I'm gonna focus basically on Arsenal versus Liverpool, and talking a little bit about Man United, uh, Forest game, and some interesting incidents that happened this weekend. Let's look quickly at the results here from my fancy, colorful table. Southampton versus Man City 0-0. Man City is gambling for their position in the Champions League. Fulham versus Everton. Everton 3-1. Beat them 3-1. Wolves lost to Brighton 2-0. Ipswich beat Brentford 1-0. And Bournemouth lost to Aston Villa 1-0-1 or 1-0. Newcastle doing good job. The Magpies are knocking on the door of the second position in the Premier League this season. They beat Chelsea this weekend. Chelsea last weekend they beat Liverpool. Man United struggling again against West Ham 0-2, and Nottingham Forest 2-2. Nottingham Forest, what's happening with you guys? And Tottenham lost to Crystal Palace. Tottenham is following the steps of Man United because they're going to face each other in the final of the Europa League. So they are following each other's steps. Good job both for you guys. Liverpool and Arsenal 2-2. So let's start with this game. Liverpool started as the champion, scoring 2 goals in the first half, and things looked so dicey for Arsenal. I was like, is this game going to be a bad ending for Arsenal, especially against Liverpool? But we saw a reaction from Arsenal in the second half, and they managed to score and equalize, and they were very, very, very close of scoring the winner at the end of the game by Odegaard, I believe. Um, if we look at the goals here, Gakpo scored the first one in minute 20, and Diaz scored the second one for Liverpool in minute 21. And basically, that's what really happened in the first half. Arsenal did not have any clear opportunities, I believe, in the first half. But in the second half, they came in strong and scored the first one by Martinelli in minute 47. Lack of concentration again from Liverpool defense, and Mourinho scored the second half in a second goal, sorry, in minute 79. And then Mikel Moreno, who was sent off after that with a red card, with a really, really vicious attack on Szoboszlai. So this, at the end of the day, I would say is good for Arsenal that they managed to pick up point here. Otherwise, things would have been really interesting, especially after what we have been seeing from what can I say, from the teams that are following them, specifically Newcastle. Newcastle beat Chelsea today. Good job for the Magpies. The Magpies are poking everybody. They are doing good job so far, and they scored the first one by Tonali in minute 2. Oh my God! And they scored the second one by Bruno. Bruno is burning everybody this season, scoring the second one in minute 90. And Jackson Nicholas was sent off with the red card for Chelsea. Position of the ball was for Chelsea, but what can I say? The shots on target were for Newcastle, with 6 shots, converted 2 of those into goals, and only 3 shots on target for Chelsea. Chelsea last weekend they beat Liverpool, as I said before, but they could not keep the momentum and dropped points today, which makes the table more and more interesting. Another game I want to talk about is Man United versus West Ham. This game, it was, I was, what can I say? The same scenario happens for Man United in their field. They attack, they press, They have opportunities. They do all what they need to do in a game to win, but they don't win. They ended up losing, and that's what happened against West Ham. I think Man United deserved better result than this, but again, Amrim was very unhappy at the end of or in his interview today, and he said that there is a lack of fight in the in the players sometimes, and that feeling they get or that feeling he gets also, that people think or player think, oh, it's okay to lose in the Premier League, things like that. So he said he is going to be working on that, and hopefully they can change it. And he said if things don't change in the next season, he said that people in their like people should not stay in their spots. I think he means that maybe things don't change. I guess he said he also talks about changes in the summer. So I'm thinking here that he means that they are looking for, or they should be bringing new players to help the team. Nottingham Forest and Leicester City. Leicester City in this game started. They scored first, which was, I believe, surprising for everybody because Nottingham Forest has been doing very, very well this season. But Leicester City, they won their last game, which was a good thing to see from them. They haven't won in their field for so long. Anyway, Connor Cody scored the first one for Leicester City in minute 16. Then Morgan equalized in minute 25. And Chris Wood scored the second one for Forest in minute 56. And Buonot came back and scored the equalizer for Leicester City in minute 81. Nottingham Forest had more ball control, while Leicester City had 6 shots on target, and Nottingham Forest only had 4. But this game actually is going to lead us to something interesting, to one of the incidents that we're going to be talking about. But before talking about those incidents, let's talk about the table here. Liverpool still leading, of course, the champions with 83 points, Arsenal 68. Look, behind Arsenal, we have Newcastle. And guess what? Newcastle and Arsenal are facing each other next weekend for a fight for the second position. That is going to be a fun game to watch, especially as Newcastle is in a good form now. Man City, based on their draw, they have 65 points. Chelsea 63, same thing with Aston Villa, and Nottingham Forest with 62 points in the seventh position. It is going to be fire in the next few weeks in these positions. Two, three, four, five, six, seventh positions. These guys are going to be fighting each other to guarantee a spot in the Champions League. Today was not happy with the result and and how things ended up after being leading, and of course after being very good in the season, after bringing the fantastic coach Nuno. I'm hoping I'm saying his name correctly, Nuno or Nuno, I think. Anyway, the owner came into the pitch, and he showed some frustration and emotions with the manager, and that's one of the bad incidents of this season. Some people said that it's okay sometimes to show these things in public, and it is natural sometimes, especially in these difficult moments of the league. In my opinion, I think these kinds of behavior should be behind doors, and especially for a coach who has been doing fantastic so far with this team, and show him some respects in front of the fans and in front of the whole world. The other incidents that happened, I hope that the owner, by the way, makes an apology for the coach or clarify what was happening. The other incident that happened today, which was in the game between my mouse is not mousing. Between Liverpool and Arsenal is when Trent Alexander-Arnold was coming in to replace Bradley. Some of the Liverpool fans were booing. It felt like half was booing and the other half was clapping. So this kind of behavior of some of the fans caused a division among the Liverpoolians or Liverpool fans and the Liverpool family. Some people were very unhappy with this behavior, and some people said, people can express themselves the way they wanted. And some of the old players actually called the behavior of the fans that they were booing and classic and also disgusting in some situations. Um, I don't know, like it is really hard, I believe, for some fans to understand that the decision of Trent Alexander-Arnold, like the decision of leaving Liverpool this summer as he grew up in the team, and people feel that it took so much time to decide or to for him to decide what he's going to do, but I think sometimes moving from one club to another is not an easy thing, and it's really hard to say what's going to happen during the year because other teams, even if he's going to Real Madrid maybe didn't even know what was going to happen, assuming he's going to Real Madrid, or if he's going to another team. Sometimes they need to wait till the end of the season to decide on what they are going to do. Um, some people, like as I said before, they call the team the fans. Some of the fans are classic, especially after the fantastic behavior of the Liverpool fans when Liverpool were declared as the winner of the Premier League this season. We didn't see any fans coming into the field. We didn't see any crazy behavior. Everybody stayed in their seats and they celebrated together with the fans and the players, including Alexander Arnold. So this is maybe just what can I say, a frustration from some of the fans, and they didn't really know how to express themselves. I'm sure they really love Alexander Arnold, but they didn't really what can I say, they didn't maybe choose the right vehicle to express themselves. I hope personally, I hope that at the end of this season, especially at the last game in Anfield, as to include Trent Alexander-Arnold in the celebrations and to show him some respects and give him a good send off. Because at the end of the day, Liverpool is a big family. Based on what I see, it's a very mature. What can I say? Club has history, so I think it would be it would be great to show him some respect, especially as he's contributed to two titles and one Champions League title in addition to others. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my reaction for this weekend. Make sure to like and subscribe and drop me some comments. Let me know what you think. What did you think about the behavior of the owner of Nottingham Forest with the manager? And what did you think about some of the reactions of the Liverpool fan towards Alexander Arnold? Again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And one more time, thank you specifically for my subscribers. And I will see you in the next reaction.